So not an arrow? Can you not hit the arrow?
No, it like doesn't work.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh wait, I'm like on the computer.
Yeah, you gotta go over.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah.
Okay.
She just has it set different. Just click on it. There you go.
Alrighty.
Technology.
So we're gonna do a quick recap. So I want you to write down or discuss with your partner, whichever one works, for a minute. Turn and talk. I want you to recap what you used in the last lesson. Fill in the blanks. You got 1 minute. Okay. I'm gonna put it on the timer. Get ready, go.
You know the answers to that? Because they don't make any sense to
lid feature. The lid caused less change to the wasn't it the fancy cup? So the lid caused less change to the fancy cup and right here. It was
Alrighty, did that kind of make a little bit of sense? Like, do you kind of have an idea what we did last time? Who can tell me the blank cup was better than the regular cup? Yeah.
The fancy cup was better.
Fancy cup? I agree with that. Do we have any other thoughts of what maybe it could be? We agree? Fancier cup? Awesome, I agree too. Okay, next one. So we studied features to figure out why the fancy cup kept the temperature, the length for longer. You can tell me what that was. Like, what did you guys do last time?
Colder or hotter?
Colder or hotter? Can you tell me more?
Like if it kept the coldness in, or if it kept the heat in longer.
Oh, okay. Can maybe someone add on to that? That's close. I like that answer.
Closest to the original temperature.
Yes, I like that. I like that too. So we studied features to figure out why the fancy cup kept the temperature the same for longer. So yeah, in a way, it does like kind of keep the temperature cold or hot. So I guess it's just another way of explaining. So next one. So we studied the features and found that the blank and the blank were important. Someone give me ideas for that one.
I'm guessing that the lid and layers.
Yes, I agree with you. Do we agree with that? Was it the little layers? Okay, everyone's agreeing with you. I agree with that too. So we dove deeper into studying the blank feature. I know there's a lot of features. This is pretty complex, but what do you think it could be or was? I know you guys mentioned it before. Yes, the lid feature. And lastly, sorry, what?
Or lid straw.
Straw.
I just think the lid isn't really important. No, not the lid. The straw. Sorry.
Yeah, straw wasn't really something. What was our last test for the past couple of days?
Our last test
That's a good question. What were we measuring? We're talking about
What
systems,
were we
right?
studying? Not what we thought, but what we were studying.
Well, I mean, we studied multiple things. We studied the lid, we studied the mass, we studied the temp change between lid and no lid. So
What
that's kind
feature?
of
What feature though? It's
what
not.
features?
Yeah.
Okay, we're narrowing it down. We did the lid. Yes.
Yeah.
I'm kind of liking this conversation. We're gonna be measuring more of that today throughout the lab. But I agree with you guys. So that all has something to do with systems, and that's kind of what you guys measured before. Well, let's get the last one so we can kind of move on. So the lid causes less change to the blank and the blank. I know some of you guys just mentioned it before. It's what we're measuring, right?
Temperature and mass.
The temperature and mass. Perfect. I like that. So, okay, guys. Okay, turn and talk. So pretty much like what you guys just talked about. Is how systems work. I want you guys to talk to a partner, whether that's in front of you or next to you. Where do you think these water droplets come from? So like we've been talking about like systems and how they work. So I'm just gonna steal Miss Watrous' thing here. You have water droplets, right? Where do you guys think this comes from? Like we talked about systems. I know in your warm-ups you guys talked about systems. Talk to your neighbor. What does this mean? Like, where are we getting at here? I'll give you a minute. Ready, go. We got them a little longer since it.
So you're saying the water's from inside comes out? No? Oh no. What are you saying? What are you saying? Where does that water on the outside come from? It's okay. But you're just disagreeing. You don't agree with her. Okay.
Alrighty. I'm hearing some good things. So what are some ideas? Like, where do you think that water is coming from? Like, there's clearly soda, like, in the glass. Like, where's that water coming from? So what you're saying is that like the water is like going through the cup and then like because of matter it's like staying on the cup? Is that kind of That's an idea. What else? Do you have any more ideas? We're about to test this, so
I wonder if all like the gas like particles around the cup are like forming together to make these water particles, and that's what's on the outside of the cup.
Oh, okay. I kind of see that, yeah. What else?
I think it's from when the hot air is outside and the cold is inside, it moves together.
So do you think it's like, just like kind of adding on to that, do you think it's like the water that's cold? Like the cold water in like specific or like the cup that's cold? Like that's causing, like the cup is cold? So if you didn't hear what she said that she thinks that the water droplets are coming because like the side of the cup is cold, and because the outside air is hot, that's when the water droplets form. Yeah, I like the idea. Let's do one more, so we can kind of get some group discussion.
So I was just like what Layla just said right now. If it was hot water, because I remember when we did the lab and it was hot water, it was instead of it being bubbles outside, it was bubbles from the inside. So I wonder what's the difference? And also, I was wondering if it maybe had something to do with evaporation.
Evaporation. That's a good idea. Okay.
I have something to add on to Stacy's.
Okay.
I wonder, maybe it's because because like the heat keeps it a little bit more condensed, but the cold like makes it go out. Like, does anyone ever wonder, maybe like the heat makes it form inside because the heat keeps it a little bit more like condensed? And then the coolness though, like it's more broad. It goes out instead, but the heat, what if it just goes up?
Oh, I kind of like that. I kind of like how you added on to her point. I think it's a good point. Let's kind of think about that as we kind of go on here. Let's discuss. So now that we have a couple ideas about kind of like where the water droplets that form on the outside of our cold cup system come from, but now we need to figure out how we can actually, you know, test those ideas, right? So, as I just said, I kind of want you guys to talk to your groups. So, can we just do like pods, like groups of 4? Okay, in your groups of 4, do you guys know what your pods are, or like what that means at all? It's like your groups of 4. I want you guys to talk in your little groups. You guys kind of already nailed it on the head already. But I want you guys to talk about like how can we test these ideas? Like, are these like what would be our claim? How can we find evidence, and what are possible ways we can come to reasonings as to why there are water droplets on the side of the cup? But then after that, we're gonna ask some more questions. So I'll give you 2 minutes. 2 minutes sounds good? Alrighty. 2 minutes. Ready, set, go.
Okay, so maybe how we can test this is we can use that fancy cup, that plastic.
Yes.
We can call that white drop.
I think how we can test it is we can have like one hot water and one cold water cup, and we can test it leaving out all that. Yeah, leave them out all period and see where the condensation is when we're done. And then, but I think from the hot water, I think it's in the inside from the heat and then like the steam, it like it latches onto the cup from the inside. Yeah, but what if the hot water cup has like no lid? Will that still condensation still be on the inside? Will the condensation still be in the inside when the lid is
Alrighty, folks, I don't mean to
off?
interrupt you. I'm hearing some really good things here. As we're kind of like winding down on like what you're thinking about how we can test these, I want you to start thinking about what are some important things we need to consider when we do those tests. I pause the timer, so stop a minute. Start thinking about that as we're talking, because we're going to be doing more of that in a little bit. Okay, continue.
What I heard you say is that you probably should test both, hot with a closed system, hot with the open system, and cold with the closed and cold with the open. Is that what I heard you say? Because you were wondering about the lid, right, on there? Did you already do that?
We were testing the lid, but we weren't testing like any of the condensation.
Okay. Oh, okay. Right.
Hot can be cold. Cold can change that. Cold can be cold.
Yes.
On the inside. Sensation on the lid. On the inside. Would not like
So give me a visual. I got how many cups should I have? Two? 4?
lid and no lid.
Oh yeah, lid, no lid.
Yeah, lid would be hot.
So 4.
Too hot, too
Too
cold.
hot, too cold.
One hot one should have a lid, one should not.
Yep.
And one cold have.
Alrighty, I've been hearing some really,
Beautiful.
really
Love
good
it.
things about how can we test this. I want every group here, I want every pod here, share me some ideas on how we could test this, because we need to figure out, because like I'm looking at that right now, there's clearly a soda in there, and there's white water, like regular water droplets on there. We need to figure out like what is that, like how's that happening?
Is that soda?
Yeah, like the soda, like the what's in there. We need to figure out what that is, right?
Because I think it's because like soda is partially made of water